Yeah, so, I mean, the story's 8.4%. In reality, is £6. It's increased by over a year.
Yes.
When I left prison in 1992, it was £36. So it hasn't gone up a great deal, regarding...
In relative terms, that was quite a lot then.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
But when you look at 60% of people over the last 2 years have been released, 60% into unsettled accommodation, either none or settled. 1,300 prisoners released in London completely homeless with a tent and a carrier bag. When you look at it in that way, it's not a great deal of money, actually. The video I found was really unhelpful. When I looked at it, I looked at a very clean cell, which is what you want to see, people being taught decency and stuff.
Yeah.
What I did see was a milk stacked up against the window. Now, each carton of those milk are 50p. If you're in prison today and you don't have a family sending you in approximately £30, you don't eat properly.
Really?
So, yeah. So what's happened, it's probably in the same way society, is we're becoming detached. The most vulnerable are becoming more vulnerable. You're looking at a basic unemployment is £2.50 a week in prison. Mm-hmm. A vape is £3.99.
A lot of people listening to that, Mark, will be fairly unsympathetic. They will say, well, prison actually is there not just to protect us, but it's actually there to punish people.
Yeah, but when you look at the reconviction figures, 80% of the crime stats are reconvictions, cautions and reconvictions. It doesn't work. Here's the thing. My view of prison, I agree with, I think it's absolutely outrageous, the neglect that goes on amongst the vulnerable and volatile and criminal community in prison. It is absolutely scandalous. If you come to my prison, the one thing that you'd be faced with every day, every single day, is the full facts about why you're there. And what I'm going to do is, if I'm the Ministry of Justice, is have a media and PR campaign to educate the public of literally watching these people being faced with their victims, being faced with the full consequence of their behaviour, and showing the public about the treatment that people need. Because I've never met anybody that comes in contact with this group of people in a therapy session, in a victim-led way, that walks away with the same opinion. I think we need to get involved in criminal justice. We need to be inquiring. This locking people up is so expensive. It's getting more expensive.
No, there's no doubt about that. But there's also, the other approach could be, last sort of final thought on this, that if you get people who are recidivist, repeat offenders, maybe the answer is to lock them up for longer.
Well, if we have a look at across the Atlantic in America, they lock people up for a very long time, and they've got 35% more reconviction figures than we have. The stats are, the data says it doesn't actually work.
America's got 5% of the world's population and 20% of the world's prisoners. I don't know the answer to this. I don't think any of us at the moment know the answer to this.
Well, the one thing that we don't do is we do not let people who commit crimes face them with the full facts of what they've done. We just don't do it.